Welcome to our Q&A of the day. So we have a real beauty talk today. We are having an interview with the renowned dermatologist sorry, I was a little bit confused, but here he is, Tim. So, just a second. And, unfortunately he doesn't come to us. I don't know why. So Timm Golueke is the founder of Royal Fern, a cosmetic brand, which is in the category of G-Beauty. And a word which I just recently learned. G-Beauty means German beauty brands, and he is a dermatologist and have a lot of knowledge in naturopathy. We have a podcast with him just now on our international account, Forever Young. And now here he is again, just a second. Let's try and see if we are getting him. Hey, here he is. Hi, Tim.
Second try.
Second try, excellent. So good to see you again. I just started to tell that we recently recorded a podcast. First we recorded one in German, then we recorded one in English, and now we have our third session here with this live Q&A. So a lot of beauty talk for two men. So you are a little bit more used to it than me. So I'm learning a lot of things. And welcome.
Hi, Nils.
So we have really received a lot of questions, and I would say I start with the first one. What do you say?
Okay, perfect. And we can also answer when we see some in the feed, or yeah.
Yeah, of course. So this question is from Kitta Peterson. Double cleansing versus one-time cleansing. So yeah, I hope you know what you mean.
Of course, I also know Kita from DMs. Hi. So double cleansing, yes, it depends on your skin type. In general, double cleansing can be very good when the two cleansing steps have two different purposes. For example, if you use a mild cleansing balm, which is moisturizing your skin, followed by a toner or an essence with fruit acids or vitamin C, then you have two different kinds of acting, and then double cleansing makes sense. If you have more sensitive skin, I would be carefully. I would maybe just use a cleansing balm or a toner and not both together at the same time. So in general, double cleanse, yes, but not for every skin type.
So, and with SPF and light makeup, so I don't know.
That's a good question. I think we had it in our podcast as well. So all my patients ask me that every day. Do I need to wear an SPF when I'm going out? Yes, you do when you're out for longer than 15 minutes. For example, me, I'm going to the clinic at 9 in the morning and leave at 7. So I don't use any moisturizer with an SPF. But if you go out, if you do sports, if you play with the children, whatever, and you are longer than 15 minutes out, I recommend an SPF, at least SPF 30. Better SPF 50, even if there's only 1% in difference in protection. But if you see this over a lifetime, this 1% can still protect your skin a lot.
Okay, excellent. Another question was, what are your thoughts on skincare gadgets like a derma roller or LED light mask?
So all those gadgets are, first of all, fun to use. And they can help or can improve your skin, but you have to use them regularly. So if you just buy them and use them once, of course, they don't show much effect. Derma roller, I like very much. We also do a lot of derma rolling here in the clinic. Of course, you do it much deeper and much stronger in a clinic than when you do it yourself. LED light is also a classic. LED light does activate your own collagen production. We also include that in our professional facials here, but you also have those gadgets like the mask, for example, what you can wear. It helps, but you have to do it every night or every morning, whenever it suits you better.
Okay, so quite time consuming.
Yes. So most of my patients buy those gadgets, use them for 2 weeks, and then they stop using them.
Hmm. Yeah, I could imagine. So I also have some gadgets, nothing comparable like this, but some of them. Another question from Keeping Up with Isabella or Isabel. Is healthy and clean skin related to the thyroid?
Yes, of course, because especially if you tend to get impurities or dry skin, this is related to our sebaceous glands. So sebaceous glands are glands in our skin which do produce lipid, meaning if those sebaceous glands produce a lot of lipid or maybe too much lipid, you can get pimples or impurities. This is why some people get in puberty, for example, acne, because suddenly your hormones start to activate your glands. And if the sebaceous glands in your skin produce not enough lipid, then you can have dry skin. And why is this related to your thyroid gland? Because your thyroid gland does produce hormones, which also do affect your skin, especially your sebaceous glands. So yes, either you have hyperfunction or hypofunction, and both can affect your skin. So you have to see an endocrinologist, of course, to get the right medication. And then I recommend also to see a dermatologist to give you the right skincare recommendations.
Okay, excellent. What can you do if you get a recurring sty? So Gerstenkorn.
Ah, okay, Gerstenkorn, yeah, milia around the eyes. So
Yeah.
some people tend to get them. It's often genetical, so it has nothing to do what you eat. It's not an allergy. The only thing where you can affect this, what you do yourself, is sometimes when people use rich eye cream. So if you tend to use eye products which are too rich, they can block your pores, and this can lead to milia. But in general, it's more or less genetical. And the best thing is before you start to start cleaning it yourself and it gets infected and red, to see a cosmetician from time to time, like every 6 to 8 weeks. And she, or sometimes he, can clean this out. This is the best thing to do.
All right, excellent. So I think there's a question I probably could have made, I could have asked. Do we really need an eye cream, or is a day cream enough?
That's a question what mostly my male patients ask me. So first of all, the first step is if you already use a cream, that's good, because a lot of men still don't use a cream on a regular base. Often they start using the cream of their wife or girlfriend or whatever. But yes, as the eye area, the skin is the most sensitive skin in our face, you have to use special products, because sometimes the percentage of ingredients in face products is much higher than we find it in eye creams. So sometimes creams can be irritating in that area. So in general, I would of course suggest to use a special eye product. But you can also include that area with the cream you're using every morning, every night. But if you feel irritation or redness, then you should, of course, stop it and should switch over to a special eye product.
Starting by in which age?
I would say 25, because the eyes are the area where you see the first wrinkles, because hopefully we all smile a lot, you see. And those wrinkles come from smiling. Look at you and me, we also have some wrinkles here. And those wrinkles start appearing up from 25. So this is one of the first products I recommend to younger patients, besides of a good cleaning product.
So the next question is also quite interesting. So we have talked in our last podcast about the ideal beauty routine. So the question is, do you really need a whole range of care products such as tonic, serum, day cream, night cream, etc., or is just one cleansing product and one care product sufficient?
I mean, some of those big steps are, of course, marketing things. And I always tell my patient, just trust your instinct. When you feel that your skin is in a good condition, then the products you're using are the right products. Germans, especially German men, don't like to use 15 steps of creams. You know, it's more like the Korean routine. And if you choose products which fight on many borders of skin aging, like, of course, my own skincare line, Royal Fern, which is at the same time antioxidative, is moisturizing, anti-inflammatory. You don't need so many different products or serums. You just need one good cleansing product. I'm a big fan of good cleansing products, and one good cream, and maybe as an add-on, like we said before, a good eye product. So, but if you like to do so many steps because, yeah, you like to try things and your skin is tolerating it, of course, you can also use a cleanser, a toner, a serum, followed by a cream, a night cream. But in general, the first step is to start using a good cream, good cleanser, and good eye cream.
I must really say that finding a good cleanser is really difficult because when you have a little bit sensitive or dry skin, then it is, what was the word for it? That it is irritating?
Yeah, stripping. Stripping means
okay, yeah, stripping.
When der Cleaner dich austrocknet, when the cleanser is drying out your skin and you feel after like wearing a mask, or?
Yeah, exactly.
So cleansing product, one important thing to say, the same with shampoos. We always think that a cleaning product, a cleansing gel for the face or shampoo or body cleanser has to foam. Foam is not good for our skin. You know, foam means sulfates are in the product. Sulfates are not very good for our skin. So foaming products are not necessarily good, and we don't need foam to get the the skin really clean. And if you use modern cleansing balms, which do contain things like hyaluronic acid or cucumber, like ingredients which do moisture and soothe your skin, you don't have that feeling that your skin is dry after you've been cleaning it. So it depends on the product.
You have it in your product?
Yes, of course. So our contains hyaluronic acid. So some people, when it's warm and hot, they just use the cleansing balm in the morning, wash their face, follow with an SPF when they go out, and don't apply any other cream. Because already after using the cleansing balm, you feel like that, that you've been using like a serum, because we have a high percentage of hyaluronic acid in that product.
Okay, excellent. So we have also spoken about it already, but should there be breaks in the care routine to activate the skin's own regeneration mechanism?
That goes in between a little bit towards, can we overtreat our skin, or do we really have to use 15 products? I mean, if you feel like that it's good for your own skin type to just, what some of my patients always say, I think my skin needs to breathe one night, meaning not using any product, you can do so. If this is your personal feeling, but your skin doesn't think, so it doesn't think, okay, tonight she's or he's not giving me any cream, so tonight I'm going to really deeply breathe and work out myself. So if you feel like you can do it, but you should never overtreat your skin, and that's a very important point. I see a lot of patients here in my clinic who have irritations because they've been using too many products, too many steps, first of all. And sometimes also they switch too often between products, you know, they buy new products, they get recommendation from friends, they like to buy stuff, they like to try stuff. And then you can get also a dermatological condition, which is called perioral dermatitis, when you get pimples and impurities in that area. And this is because you've been using too many steps and too many products.
So the people are used to, or some of them used to invest a lot of money into face care products. But when you look at the skin of the body, it really is less attention on it, and probably also needs special care, especially when you think about the neck or the décolleté of the women. You can see also the age there. So if what do you think why it is that people are only willing to invest so much money into the skincare, as a face care?
Yeah, that's a good point. I think the last year this has changed a little bit. So people now take care of their body. We see this also now in increasing numbers of body care during this COVID situation. And why did they not take so much care about body? I think because the face is what you see first. So people invest most in the face. But as we all get older, we realize that our body also gets older, and especially the dry skin on the body is a problem what a lot of people start getting up from 30, because the sebaceous glands, especially on the body, produce less lipids. So the older you get, your skin gets drier on the body. So you really have to take care of the body skin as well, using a body lotion every day after shower, I always recommend pharmacy products, La Roche-Posay, Avène, like French pharmacy products, and they really soak in very fast. Men often think, oh, I don't like to use a body lotion because then it's sticky and I have to wait until I can wear my shirt. But modern body products really soak in super fast and they work very well. Speaking about neck and décolleté, that's pretty easy. I mean, the first thing you can do is just include that area in your facial routine. Just use the rest of the face cream you've been using, morning and night, and spread it also on your neck and décolleté. You're a woman. That's easy to invest too much for body for now. Like I said before, I recommend pharmacy products, and there are really good body products out there. Important, no perfume in body products because they can dry out your skin.
Okay, excellent. Sorry?
There's a question. Please tell us more about retinol and vitamin C. Should we do that now? Or
yes, of course. Of course, please.
So retinol and vitamin C are both one of the gold ingredients of skincare. So both are study proven and they are classics. And you find them in a lot of body, in a lot of products, skin and body products. Why? Because they are study proven and they work. So retinol, you have to be careful when you have very sensitive skin, also with vitamin C, because both can irritate your skin. But the irritation isn't always bad because irritation can also lead to new production of collagen. So yes, I trust both products, and we also have those two ingredients in my own skincare line, of course. You're welcome.
You're always speaking about your skincare line. So, and you now probably convinced me that I have to buy your cleansing product. But I'm a big fan of my day cream, which is probably from another brand. Of course not, but probably. Is it good to mix this kind of product lines? So in general, not talking about your line, but in general, is it recommendable, or do you think, no, it's more recommendable to stay with one? Because I think that some of them have the best cleansers, the other one has a very good serums, the other one even don't offer a serum. Yeah.
No, of course you can mix. I think not mixing a product line is a little bit old fashioned. You know, it used to be like that when you went into a store, they tried to sell you 5 products and you have to do it step by step. But that's not the case anymore. So I would say 90% of the patients I'm seeing do mix like you do. You know, you have your favorite cleanser. Maybe you have an eye cream you've been using for some years, so you don't want to necessarily change that. And if you want to try a new product line, you can just add this. For example, if you would like to try Royal Fern, but you're currently using a cream, what you really like, you could, of course, try the serum underneath, you know, and you don't have to stop the other products. Do you need, there's another question. Do you need to wear, free radical, even at home, digital aging? Good point. So right now, we all have a lot of digital aging because of Insta Live and Zoom. Yes, on the long term, you have to add to your skincare routine antioxidants because digital aging is caused by free radicals. And this is why when you use antioxidants like vitamin C, what we just spoke about, or like fern extracts, for example, they do neutralize those free radicals. And why are free radicals bad for our skin? Because they do stop the collagen production and can also lead to destruction of collagen, meaning skin aging. Yes, so if you're a lot in front of a screen, you have to make sure that you have antioxidants in your daily skincare routine.
Okay, there was a question before from Rachel. Why do we get skin tags?
Skin tags you often get in those areas like here shirts, women sometimes underneath your bra or in the down area. Why? Because when you have skin on skin or the shirt collar wrapping on your skin, this activates production of skin tags. It's genetically, it's not viral because some people still think it's warts and if I don't fight them, they will get more and more. Yes, they get more when you get older, but the main reason is genetically. And it's very easy to remove them. You can either remove them by laser or what we often do, we just put some numbing cream on it, take a scissor and just cut them. It's super easy to do and yeah.
I received another question in advance from John. John asked if he is wearing a mask all day, if he could do something for the skin, or is the skin irritated or something like that by wearing the mask, because I think you sweat under it, and yeah, what you could do.
Yeah, it is. It is. I see a lot of patients now coming in with problems because of the mask, and we have to get used to it because we have to wear masks, of course. And in women, I always tell women you don't have to wear makeup in that area because this makes you even easier sweat. In men, yes, we sweat in this area. If you tend to use cream in that area, I would exclude that and not using cream because then you sweat less. And important is what I'm also doing in between seeing my patients. When you don't see anyone, when you're at your desk, you just take the mask off, you know, to get fresh air. And super important is to clean your skin at night, because as you sweat, this can lead to bacterial superinfection and impurities, and you can get pimples, especially men, because we have beard here, you know. So cleaning is even more important now, what some men don't like to do. Even I skip it sometimes at night to wash my face. So when you have been wearing a mask all day, wash your face.
Okay, so Rachel is not really satisfied with your answer yet. How can we stop getting skin tags?
So Rachel, when you do have the skin tags mainly here, one thing I forgot to say, often you also get it from wearing jewelry, you know, because the jewel is wrapping here and this causes the skin tag. So there's no other way than just stopping this kind of jewelry, what you're wearing there. But the reason is genetically, so you can get them at other parts. But it's not infectious. It has nothing to do with what you eat. It's not an allergy. So yeah, you just get them, but they are super easy to remove.
I'm 38 years old, so not me, but Nutrat. Should I use retinol? Does that damage skin barrier?
I know a lot of people now don't like retinol so much because they think it causes an inflammation and it damages our skin barrier. I'm still a fan of it, always depending on your skin type. If you have very sensitive skin, what often people do have is rosacea in this area, meaning tend to have redness or broken vessels. Then, of course, you should not use retinol in that area. But then you could use it here on the forehead, you could use it here on the side, you could use it on your neck. And 38 is the perfect age to start with retinol. Important to say is that you should not use it in the morning because it makes you more sensitive to the sun. So what I would recommend to use at night.
Okay.
My daughter...
yeah, you've seen it.
Yeah, that's the best product for her, age 22. So, I mean, if we speak about Royal Fern, sure, then I would recommend to use our essence, because the essence contains fruit acids, and fruit acids do slightly exfoliate your skin and can minimize acne. But it, of course, depends on how deep the scars of your daughter are. If derma roller, what we just said before, but she has to be careful with the sun. Sometimes you can laser those scars, but I think the best thing is that your daughter is going to see a dermatologist.
All right. So I think it's all from the live questions so far. Can you suggest any retinol?
So we do have retinaldehyde in our cream, of course. You can get prescription creams containing retinol, depending on the country where you're living in. You can also ask your dermatologist to give you a higher percentage of retinol. This is not the same percentage in every country. And if we go back to pharmacy products, there's also a very good retinol containing cream from Aven, which I think if you're based in the UK, you get Aven at Boots. But this is prescription free. And of course, the percentage of retinol is not as high as in a prescription cream.
What can we apply for dark circles? And I'm 28 years and getting skin tags sort on the face.
Okay, so skin tags, again, like we said before, is genetically. So the best thing is to remove them from time to time, not to wait too long until you have too many, because then it's a bigger deal to remove them. It's very easy to remove them. For dark circles, I'm repeating myself again a little bit genetically. I also have it. Of course, you have more dark circles when you're stressed. You have more dark circles when you didn't sleep enough. But in general, some people have it, some people don't have it. What helps are special eye products containing vitamin C, because vitamin C can prevent dark circles. And also eye cream products which do activate your collagen production, because the more collagen you get in that area, the less the dark circles seem obvious. So yes, my recommendation is a good eye product. And one more thing, you have to include that area in your SPF routine, because often people do not use SPF in the eye area, because when the SPF gets into your eyes, it's burning. So you have to choose a that doesn't burn in your eyes. And this is also protecting from dark circles.
All right. So again, the LED mask. Does LED mask work better with the cream?
So for the LED mask, you have to ask Dr. Dennis Cross. I think he's the one who did it. So no. LED masks do work, but you have to do it regularly. So if you feel like getting it, yes, it's good to do it, but you have to do it every night. Your question was, does it work better than a mask, or I missed the question now.
Does LED mask work better with the cream?
Okay, I think you cannot directly compare. I mean, LED light does activate the collagen production, and it doesn't, if you use the LED mask, of course, you have to use a cream. So it doesn't exclude when you use the LED mask that you can stop using any other cosmetics or cream. So you have to do both.
Okay. Do you have any opinion on snail extract, mask and serum?
That's a fun thing, because I used to travel a lot to Korea, hopefully soon again. And there, when you go back, the duty-free shop before flying back to Europe is packed with masks, which whatever, snail extracts, placenta extracts, so a lot of crazy things. Yes, so if it's study proven, it can help. It's a very diplomatic answer.
Okay. I just received some snail extract from, oh, sorry.
I think those masks are more like a fun gadget, you know? It's a good gift to bring with you when you come back from Korea. But I generally prefer like sleepover masks, meaning a mask what you apply, you go to bed with, it goes in the whole night. I prefer those masks from sheet masks. But some sheet masks are also good products.
I received some cream with a snail extract from Aero Sander, which is an actor in Germany. He used to play Winnetou. But I never tried it, to be honest.
He's good looking, so maybe it works.
Yeah, maybe. I have to look. I'm for sure have it somewhere at home. Your 3 important factors for good, healthy skin.
So it's, of course, taking good care of your skin, SPF and cleaning. It's sleeping. Sleeping is super important, not only for the skin, for everything. And of course, being happy, because you only look beautiful when you're happy. And sometimes
but it makes wrinkles. Laughing makes wrinkles, we just learned.
See it here.
Any vitamins I can take to improve the quality of skin? It's funny, we are having this kind of question a little bit later also on our list here. But please.
So skin supplements, I know it's huge. Yes, of course, antioxidants can help. Zinc, for example, I myself prescribe sometimes for people who have acne or chronic inflammations. So there are some supplements which can improve the quality of your skin. But in general, I prefer more to recommend a good healthy diet. For example, garlic. I don't like garlic so much, but it's rich in sulfur. Spinach and kale, it's rich in chlorophyll, the green of the trees, which can lead to better collagen production. Berries and oranges contain vitamin C. So besides of taking food supplements, it's also important to live on a healthy diet. The only supplements I recommend are supplements for hairs and nails. So we also have a hair supplement containing antioxidants, containing dexpanthenol, containing blood circulation activating ingredients. Those there we really see good results. But in general, this does never exclude a good and healthy diet.
Okay,
Yes,
excellent.
no.
So we have just another question. Oh, we have a lot of other questions, but this one belongs a little bit to the one I have asked 10 minutes ago with the one product line. Should a frequent change of care products be avoided?
Yes, I think you always have to give a new product 4 weeks because our natural cell turnover is 4 weeks. That means the skin is regenerating itself every 4 weeks. So you have to be patient and give a new product 4 weeks. For example, but of course not when you get irritations, when you have a rash, when it's itching, that's not normal. Then it's an allergy or this product is not the right product for your skin type, then you have to stop it. But if you don't have those effects, 4 weeks. And coming back, if you should not change it too often, I think we spoke about this before, you should not switch your skincare products too often because this can lead to irritations.
Okay. So I think this question, the next question is it possible to overcare your skin? I think we had it almost.
Yeah. Yes, it is possible. And this shows if you're a female, so men don't get it so much because men pretty rarely don't overtreat their face.
So, Tim, I can't hear you anymore. I hope that just I can't hear you anymore.
I'm back. Can you see me?
You're back. Excellent. Yes. Sorry,
Hi.
but I missed your answer, unfortunately.
I said when you overtreat your skin, you can get the perioral dermatitis, what we said before. So yes, you can overtreat your skin, so don't use too many products.
Why is there a day cream and a night cream? What is the difference in most cases, and does it make sense to buy both?
Good question. So as we said before with men, so it's good to start with one cream. You know, if you never use the cream, it's good to use the same cream morning and night. But there are ingredients which you should not use in the morning because they make your skin more sensitive to the sun, like retinol or fruit acids, gluconolactone. So that's one of the reasons why there are day and night creams. So some ingredients you shouldn't use in the morning. Then often night products are richer in texture and more moisturizing because especially being a man, if you apply a cream and you sweat, you don't like that cream in the morning. So often night creams are richer, and this is why the texture also plays a role in the difference between night and day cream.
What product is the one you both cannot be without? So I think your answer is pretty clear, but probably you have to select one of your products.
I think the cream. And I actually use my cream, the normal, not the rich one, day and night.
Okay. Yeah. So I must confess, but you know that I'm a big fan from Agostino's Bada, the cream, and I'm using this, and I'm started now to use your mask for the night, which I just loved. Because it is so funny. I'm used to go running early in the morning, and when you are without showering, and then when you just start to sweat and then you touch your skin, you really feel a difference when you have the mask before in the night, and you can really feel that your skin is feeling so much different. And this is why I'm a big fan of wearing the Royal Fern mask during the night, but during the day I'm still a big fan from Agostino's Bada.
But you see, you can mix. Of course, you can mix.
Of course.
At all.
Can I use vitamin C during the day?
Yes, you can, but vitamin C makes your skin more sensitive to the sun. So if you're an outdoor person, I would recommend to switch your vitamin C to your nighttime routine.
Okay, excellent. I think we are through with the online question right now, so we back to my list. What happened in case of sunburn, and can the skin recover completely from it, or does it never forget?
It never forgets. So sunburn is never good. So in my generation, I still have a lot of friends who say, one sunburn, it's, yeah, you can handle it. Yes, of course, it doesn't directly lead to skin cancer, but sunburn is not like a burn from hot water or from a hot cushion, for example. It's done by UV radiation, UVB and UVA. So it damages our skin, it damages the skin cells. And this leads to the inflammation, what we see, because then more blood comes into our vessels and you see the redness, and this is the sunburn. So it's this destruction of skin cells. And this reaction also can damage the cell DNA, and this can increase the risk of skin cancer. So sunburns are not good.
Can I use retinol and vitamin C at the same time at night?
Yes, of course you can. You always see it yourself. If your skin is tolerating it, it's no problem at all.
Mm-hmm. Can scars really be treated with creams, laser, acid peelings, or what is the latest innovation in dermatology against scars?
So yes, of course, scars can be treated. Usually what I recommend my patients that you have to wait, I would say 6 months, because in the beginning, sometimes patients are disappointed because they say, oh, I don't like the scar, it's still red, but this is changing. And sometimes after 6 months, you see the patients back in your clinic and the patient says, you know what, you were totally right. Now the scar looks fine. So you have to be patient and wait 6 months until you decide to do a treatment like laser. What is important to do right after the stitches have been removed is to use a scarring gel. I always recommend silicone-containing gels, and you have to use those morning and night for at least 3 months. And also important to prevent keloids, which is hypertrophic scars, is to massage the scar twice a day, while you are using the gel. And also important is that you use an SPF on the scar, because often people think, okay, sun is good, now it's summer, I think the scar needs some sun, and then you get the hyperpigmentation. So if you have a fresh you always have to wear SPF on. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Now again, hopefully. Yes.
Okay, so you always have to wear. Sorry, I had a call.
Not really.
I'm back.
Hopefully.
Hello.
Hopefully. So wearing
okay.
SPF on the scar.
Wearing SPF and then treatment. So the still most classical treatment combination, what I just did half an hour ago with a patient of mine, she had a scar here on her eye, and I only did it once 4 weeks ago, and she was super happy because she didn't expect the result being so fast, is the combination of fractional or Fraxel laser, which is a laser which works very good on scars, in combination with steroid injections, but steroid only when the scar is hypertrophic, because cortisone has the negative side effect in making your skin thinner, and we take this side effect to make the scar thinner. But this you should only do when you have a hypertrophic scar. And if not, you just do the laser, and Fraxel or fractional is still the best laser on the market for scars. But you have to have more treatments, and you should not expose that area to the sun after to prevent hyperpigmentations.
So we have another question here from LifeFox Official. Doesn't the combination of the vitamin C, vitamin E, and ferulic acid double the potency of your sunscreen if worn during the day? This synergy has a lot of research behind it to show it doubles SPF protection.
Yes, you're totally right. And I'm also knowing exactly what product you're talking. It's a L'Oreal product and it's study proven. Yes, it does work.
Okay. Should the skin additional supported with supplements, collagen drinks. So I think we have spoken about it more or less, but nevertheless, all these drinks, especially this collagen drinks, I think we haven't spoken about it explicitly.
Yeah, so that's a big discussion. So patients ask me that every day because there's a lot of marketing out there as well. So in general, again, like I said before, a healthy diet is the best way to get amino acids because amino acids are needed to increase the production of collagen. So where do we find amino acids in our food? It's in meat, of course, in chicken. It's in all kind of meat. And if you're vegan, for example, things like quinoa and beans do contain high concentration of amino acids, which lead to new collagen production. So first of all, healthy diet. If you feel like taking a supplement, I would look out for study-proven products. The studies are not always done with big groups, which might be a problem. You know, if you have a study with only 10 people who've been taking those products. But there was a study comparing, we call this double-blind study. That means like whatever, 50% took a supplement with no collagen with no collagen in, and 50% took a supplement with collagen in. And the group which took the real collagen containing drink showed an improvement of the skin quality. So yes, if you take it, it can improve your skin quality, but very important to say, a little bit like with the skin gadget, you have to take it for a longer period of time. So at least 6 months. If you just buy a monthly supply, in my opinion, this doesn't help much. And I think, again, like I said in the beginning, it's easier to get your needed amino acids with a healthy diet.
I received another question which sounds similar. I don't know how similar it is. How effective is supplementing with collagen powder? Is collagen powder and collagen drinks more or less the same?
Yeah, powder and drinks are in general better than tablets because usually what the problem is what we call the bioavailability. That means how does our body absorb the collagen, you know, because some people think, okay, I drink it and it goes right through and it doesn't arrive on our skin. And studies have shown that powder and drinks are easier to absorb than a tablet. But like I said in the beginning, it's very important to check exactly when you decide to invest in one of those products, which you need to take for a longer period of time. So it also investment in money that you look out for the studies the company has done before.
Sorry, I have a personal question because before we lost a little bit the connection. You mentioned for the creams or the scar creams, that they should contain silicon, but normally silicon shouldn't be in regular care cream, or am I wrong?
Yeah, that's a good point, what people often ask. I mean, we still have silicon in some implants in plastic surgery, so silicon is not always bad. And in this special scarring cream, silicon is needed because it stops the overproduction from skin cells and prevents hypertrophic scars. So in that case, it's good silicon. And okay. I know a lot of people are scared of having silicon in creams. This discussion is very open. So there are some good silicons, some silicons which are not so good. So yeah, in general, we have to see. But in that product I'm talking about, the silicon is good and it's needed to show the effect we want.
All right. Are there any benefits of using coconut oil on your skin and hair?
Yes, there are, because coconut oil, of course, is moisturizing and it's also antibacterial and it's also anti-inflammatory. So it's a good natural source of easy to do home treatments. I mean, right now people are a lot at home. So a lot of my patients ask me, what can I do if I don't want to go out and chop something? Are there any natural things you would recommend? So, for example, you can mix rice grains with coconut oil or coconut milk, and it's a perfect body scrub. Or what you can also do is when you have dry hands, what we all have right now, because we all wash our hands so much, hopefully, and use disinfectants, you can of course just take whole milk, warm it up in your microwave, and then sink your fingers in the milk, and the fat from the milk is giving your hands moisture, and milk also contains vitamin A and D. So it's a natural way of using products out of your kitchen and doing your home spa.
Okay, so you have foreseen my next question already. What does you suggest for the best natural home products for conditioning and treatments? So I think that's it.
Yeah, and what's also very good, what I always sometimes recommend also to my patients before COVID-19 is black tea, because black tea is also highly anti-inflammatory. For example, if you have eczema around the eyes, you have to take the tea bags, and of course not warm, not hot, and put them on that area. And the active ingredient of the black tea is really highly anti-inflammatory. It's also
really, is it really? You know it from I don't know, movies that you see someone having tea bags on the eyes or cucumber or things like that, but it really works.
Yeah, it works. It's very Hollywood, but it works.
Here, I love green tea. Does green tea also works?
Me too. I love green tea. I love green tea.
I love matcha, which is also green tea. But does green tea also works for the eye, or only black tea?
Black tea is more high. How do you say? It's very strong anti-inflammatory. But I also love green tea. We have green tea in a lot of our products. So we have it in the cleansing balm. We have it in some of our creams. So green tea is a very strong antioxidant. So it's also a classical ingredient in skincare. But I think we both also like to drink it.
Yeah, I have really the feeling that the smell from Royal Fern is a little bit inspired by green tea, isn't it?
Yeah, it's inspired by green tea, but also inspired by fern. So it's done by a parfumeur in Grasse in south of France. And
I've been there.
yeah, it's very nice. It's super nice. Hopefully soon. So today they announced that Germans are allowed to travel to France up from the 15th of June. So let's see. So yeah, they did it in Grasse, and what they do, they collect information about me being the founder, about the ingredients. So they check everything out, and then they create a special smell reflecting the product. So it's reflecting the ingredients, the fern, me as the founder. It's a very gender neutral, good smell.
So how can I get your cream? I'm pretty sure on your website, huh? Sorry, I haven't heard your answer, honestly.
At Lanserhof.
Yeah, at Lanserhof, of course. But on Royal Fern website, I think you're shipping worldwide, don't you?
Excuse me?
Are you shipping worldwide from your website?
Yeah, you can also go on royalfern.com, and we do ship worldwide, and we do ship worldwide free with extra samples.
What ingredients we should look out for when buying skincare? I'm pretty sure that we are concentrating on the positive aspects. So what are really good ingredients?
So a lot of us like, of course, these days, plant-based ingredients like fern, royal fern, but also things like green tea. We spoke about that earlier, like aloe are very good plant-based ingredients. Then, of course, natural sources of vitamin C, retinol, we spoke about it before, and big is also hyaluronic acid because it gives you moisture. So if you ask me what ingredients you should look out for, it's always a combination. So there should be ingredients which give moisture to your skin, like hyaluronic acid, aloe, and you also have to add on antioxidants, like, for example, vitamin C or fern extracts. So you always have to look for the perfect combination.
Okay. The best SPF. I don't have any more than best SPF.
The best SPF for me is, of course, SPF 50. And I personally love a product called Isodine Fusion Border because you can apply it all over your face, including the eyes. Because I always didn't like it when I was applying sunscreen and then it came into your eyes and then it took hours to get it out of your eyes. So that's a product I like very much. And there's another pharmacy grade SPF product I like. You also have it at Lanserhof. It's HelioCare. It's also from Spain, and it also contains fern extracts. So those two products I really like.
Any recommendation for I can't pronounce it, psoriasis?
Psoriasis, yes. So psoriasis is genetically, so in German it's Schuppenflechte, and you have to see a dermatologist for this, but a general recommendation is to always really take good care of your skin, because I often see patients with with having psoriasis breakouts on their bodies, and they didn't use proper body lotions, body soaps. So you really have to invest in time and products to take extra care of your body to prevent breakouts of psoriasis.
We have another breakout question again around the area of covered by mask. I think.
Yeah, it's important to clean your skin. So please clean your skin. Don't use too rich products underneath your mask. If you're a woman or a man, if you wear makeup, I would not wear makeup in that area, and clean your skin at night. And maybe use some essence with fruit acids, for example, because this is also preventing bacterial infections.
Another question from Hattie. Best high street skincare products.
So I love pharmacy products, French pharmacy products, and they are kind of high street products. So things like La Roche-Posay, Bioderma, Aven, all French products. I think in the UK you get them at Boots, in France and Germany in pharmacies. So they are very good products. And if you look for other products, talking about body products, just try to look for products without too many perfume in it.
Are facials worth the investment? And if yes, how often?
How often? Good question. Only every 4 weeks, because your natural cell turnover needs 4 weeks. Excluding if you take special treatments like fruit acid peelings, where you have to see the cosmeticians every 2 weeks because she uses higher percentages every time you come. I don't think that they are overrated. I think it's also a kind of me time, you know, because you take yourself 60 minutes, to spend time with your face, to get a lymphatic massage, which is also nice to have. So I think it's good for your skin, but it's also good for your soul.
Very good answer. So what foods should we be eating for better skin? I think we have had this question already. Which supplements should be taken? We also had this. How to handle adult acne?
We see this a lot because people always think you only can get acne when you're like 14 to 18. No, people can get acne until they are 50, 55. So if you're a female, you have to see your gynecologist as well, because you have to check your hormones, because sometimes this can be a sign of hormonal disbalance. And if this has been checked, also your thyroid gland, what we had before. So a general checkup is always important if suddenly you tend to get acne. In terms of products, of course, if it's really a lot, you have to see a dermatologist. But before that, you can change your daily creams maybe to a lighter texture. Maybe the cream you are currently using or the serum is too rich in texture. And you can also try products containing retinol and or fruit acids, because both can help in acne. But if this doesn't help, then you have to see a dermatologist, of course.
Excellent. My last question on my list is cryotherapy good for your skin health, and why?
Stop stress is a way of stopping acne. Yes, of course. That's important. And one thing more about acne, what I would say 60% of my patients with acne, especially in adult acne, they pick, you know. The more you pick, the more you get. Stop that. See a cosmetician every 4 weeks. Invest that time and money, and this will also help. Cryotherapy. Yes, I'm a big fan of doing it myself. It helps me over jet lag. Not right now, because there's no jet lag now. But hopefully someday soon. Anyway, so cryotherapy. So we have different ways of cryotherapy. We have cryotherapy here in the clinic, where we destroy warts with a spray. But I guess you don't mean this kind of cryotherapy. We have the cryo chamber, like in Lanserhof, which is super to boost your immune system. It's anti-inflammatory, and it can boost your collagen production. We have seen patients who did the cryo chamber regularly, and they've seen improvement in their cellulite because of the activation of collagen production. So this is something I like, and I think it works. And you can also include cryotherapy into facials. We do this here in our clinic in Munich. And we just have a special cryo gun, which the cosmetician use in between the treatment. And here, the liquid oxygen is also leading to new production of collagen. So cryotherapy is working.
Okay, cryogun. I think we also have a cryogun here in Hamburg, but we use it for any orthopedic problems. Probably I can use it also for my face. I have to check.
Careful.
Thank you very much. It was a pleasure, like always. And I think we are through with all the questions. And everything else is hopefully answered in our podcast, Forever Young. You will find it on Spotify or iTunes or anywhere else.
Okay, perfect. And whenever you have any remaining questions, just DM Nils or DM me. So we are happy to answer all questions. Okay, thank you.
Thank you for listening. Bye.
Bye.
Stay healthy.
Bye-bye, you too.